Hello, everybody. My name is Mike. I am your full spastic alchemist, and this is I Drink and I Play Things. Tonight we are going to be playing Mass Effect 3. We're going to finish up the Leviathan DLC, and then we'll see what we can do from there. I'm going to be trying a brand new cocktail. I was going to do I think I was originally aiming for an aviation. But I realized I did one 3 months ago and, why do that again? So I'm going to try something I have never made before. And honestly, a little bit of a story behind it. There's a nightclub I used to go to. And there was this bartender, Mikey. Mikey used to make me fantastic what is the margaritas, and but there was another drink that he was famous for that I never got, that my wife used to get, called Gotham, and nobody besides Mikey knew how to make it. And then I happened to be searching around online today, and I found a recipe for a cocktail. When I was trying to figure out something else to make other than an aviation, it's words. I need to use my words. So yeah, I basically found it. I found the recipe online, though I don't know if it's the one that he made, and it's be hard for me to tell because he never actually made one for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it. I'm going to post the picture online, see if my friends can get the picture to him and have him say yay or nay. Yeah. But also, just the name Gotham just sounds, totally goth, totally Batman. I'm all down for all of that. So let's go make a Gotham. And with that being said, we are going to go to the cocktail can. Now, traditionally, as I'm reading off the ingredients, 4 ingredients: vodka, plain vodka. I don't think I've done a cocktail here that uses plain vodka. And I think I've only done 2 vodka-based drinks in the year plus that I've been doing this. So this was going to be different for me. And then also, I did not have the Americano Rosa, vermouth. So I was looking up alternatives, and it gave me 2. I can do the Lillit Blanc, or which will give me the sweetness and fruitiness that the Americano Rosa vermouth gives, or I can do a sweet vermouth and go that route. And I'm like, you know what? I will do both. Also, I think it will help with the color of the drink. So, yeah, let's get this started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some ice to the cocktail glass. I'm going to do 1 large and a couple small. And then because I didn't have enough small, so go with what you got. Alright, next. I kind of pre-measured some of this stuff too, so hey, go me. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of plain vodka. I'm going to do half an ounce of the sweet vermouth. I'm going to do 1 ounce of the Lillit Blanc, because if you have the correct vermouth, it's 1.5 ounces. I'm going to put both the actual recipe, which I got off of liquor.com, and the variation that I'm doing on the YouTube page and on the Blue Sky page, and links for both of those are down below so you can find out what I'm doing. I'm doing 1/4 ounce of amaro. And that's going to give it some flavor. Give this a stir. You want this to be cold. I mean, especially with vodka. Vodka just kind of screams to be cold. Ooh, interesting. All right. So next I'm going to bring over my Nick and Nora cup. Now, the recipe calls for a lemon twist garnish, yet the picture that's on the website shows maraschino cherry. And if I have my choice of garnish, I think people know me well enough that I am going to go with the cherry. Let's give this a strain. This really just zoomed in on my head. Thank you. And now my cats are fighting. Excellent. And there you have it. A Gotham. The color looks right. So I'm pleased, at least with my experimentation so far. Oh, you know what? I gotta pour it back in. I forgot something. Absolutely forgot something. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just stir it in. 2 dashes. 2 dashes of orange bitters. And bitters always makes things better. No harm, no foul there. All right. Let's get this over here. I'm going to grab a quick picture so I can post that with the recipe. that being said, cheers to you. Kind of hits middle back on the tongue. It's very kind of silky. This is very interesting. I like it. And I say that knowing that I am not a big fan of vodka drinks. Now, of course, I am a moron. And I didn't start my Xbox before I got started. Luckily, this game is pretty fast to start up. Ow! Oh! Oh my God! Boris, you are not a gentle, subtle, or coordinated cat. Oh my God. All right. Let's get my headphones on. Maybe rub some of the blood into my sweatpants.
We're still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
Okay, I can't jump in this game. You have to move.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnites telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of something.
Hey, Loco.
As it did on the
Need a hand?
asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes. But this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs. But he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Ann back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great. Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Maybe wash your hands.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Yes.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Ann sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie,
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
you sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Relay that, Lieutenant.
Oh,
Signal is fading.
didn't quite mean to do that.
Connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this! Raise the shield.
Jeez. Look at her.
Anne? Anne, are you all right?
I'm not sure. It hurts.
It's gonna be okay. You did great. Edie, did we get anything?
Yes, Shepard. But it will take time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
This better be worth it.
Agreed, Lieutenant. Anything else, Anne?
It was dark. Cold. I can tell you this much. Leviathan is angry.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
All right, let's run through the lab. Here we go. If you double check, triple check. We'll check out the Spectre office to make sure I can see if I can purchase anything, and then we'll head out.
Welcome to Canala Exports. We appreciate your visit.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Please visit any of our Elkos Combine affiliate branches for any and all personal needs. Spectre status recognized. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy. I have excellent news. Your daughter's paperwork has been processed.
Yeah, I know you save some money by doing it this way, but honestly, it's almost worth it to pay the extra money so you don't have to run all over the freaking map. An importer-exporter with past convictions for smuggling is offered to gather critical supplies for the Alliance forces and civilian medical emergencies. C6 believes the offer is in good faith and has refused to make an arrest, but is legally restricted from accepting her offer without Spectre authorization. That was that conversation that you hear over here at the bar. Nothing. All right, let's get out of here. Nope, that's it.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D24.
to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core, Private Chilavi?
No match.
Then consider this a serious assignment.
It's almost worth it to get the Talia Garrus conversations through, because now you've already done the Daniels and
Okay, toughest mission.
Horizon.
No fair, I haven't
Donnelly.
joined up with you yet.
Fine, the Dead Reaper then.
Really? The husks just ran up to us.
Have you ever noticed that I carry a sniper rifle? You're the one who likes things at short range.
And you prefer to keep everything at a distance.
From husks? Absolutely.
Creepiest thing we fought.
The Thorian. Your turn.
I'm going with the Rachni.
The Queen? But we didn't fight her either time.
No, the little ones. They look like spiders and they scuttle right toward you.
I thought you liked it when things got up close and personal.
Not when it's spiders.
If Leviathan is a defector, a reaper that broke away from the others, then it is also a traitor. And traitors are never to be trusted, even among the enemy. If they can betray their own kind, imagine what they can do to you. Commander.
let's see if
If another harvester keeps me from dropping you off on the target LZ, so help me.
Esteban, don't let those oversized roaches push you around.
Mr. Vega, taking on a sky full of worm necks and a troop transport is like sending you against the Earth invasion armed with brass knuckles.
What, you don't think I could do it?
Is everything okay, Shepard?
nope. Never had the one I'm looking for. There we go.
Commander?
Still using the commands too often from Dragon Age last night.
Commander,
I have formulated a psych profile for Dr. Anne Bryson. She is not used to death, but she may be quite capable under stress.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits any impact of micro-collisions with ambient dust. Nevertheless, some ablation does occur at subliminal speeds. Normally we need maintenance before the year is out.
If we live that long, I will totally spring for it.
Hello, Shepard.
I did not mean that.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Leave orbit, not dock.
I found something.
Lines forget Hong Kong. Shield.
Signal confirmed.
Prothean sphere. Pamiet.
I found something.
More fuel than I had.
Faster than light jump successful. Signal confirmed.
Compass. Obelisk of Karza. Yeah, that's better.
Evasion successful.
Oh, that was nice. Full up.
I found something.
Oh, Ilium. Awesome.
Signal confirmed.
They probably gave that to you because it's so freaking huge. There we go. I'm just gonna blow through all of my fuel.
I found something. No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Is there a fuel depot here? Nope. At this point, I'm just kind of grabbing. I know which planet it's on, but I'm just kind of grabbing the stuff for war assets. So our successful scan reveals faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Bring Garnish and James. And we're all maxed out. I got one.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. Pretty spooky stuff.
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Reaper killer, assuming Bryson's task force had it right. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status. Some kind of pulse hit us. Systems are shutting down. Brace for impact.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not our best entrance, Shepard.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
All will hold. That's what they say. Whatever God watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us, despite the hell of a smack in the water laid by the MS Monarch. Displaced enough air to stay afloat. Well, thankfully, we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. It helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle, what downed us in the first place? Kunshan says it wasn't lightning, it was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely. Where would it come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try to reroute the power to get a good mass drop before we getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, it'll be airborne in 24 hours. Attempts airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulse, if you can call it damage, doesn't make the physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengaged. The stress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. Doesn't seem to be the result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies. I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. Keep us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I was an optimist.
Any idea how old these are?
To get bones that clean. Real old.
Shepard, we got one of those artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
The Russians will hold us 2 days more. Brooks sent a drone into the bottom and it came up with bioluminescence plant life. None of it is edible. I want the crew not to eat it. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried it anyways. They haven't stopped vomiting and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Cushman's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spheres, some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but and help the other ships figure out what's happening. They won't be here. They wouldn't be here now, would they? It's getting cold. Is that there for now?
Look up there!
We've got company, Shepard. Must have been right behind us.
Protect the shuttle!
Oh, what was that? I don't even think I knew I was hit. Now I gotta pick up all the stuff I wasn't able to pick up. Ramos is our first death. He tried to throw one of those spheres overboard and something happened. Goshan and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like a madman. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I am no longer in control. This is the captain. Held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have been at his body like wild dogs. Compromise. He'll be tethered to the water to attract scavenging animals. That way we'll catch for food. He doesn't get a bite within 3 on this planet says we'll cut him loose as water burial. Seals off the Triton. Seal the Tritons off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's state of mind. A kingdom for a shark. This game has some sort of obsession with sharks. Just putting that out there. Captain gets it now. He tried to lock himself in the ship, screaming he had to fix it. We were gentle, 1 person for each limb. I let him rest on the sphere. Sometime in the middle of the night, he came around. Now he agrees we won't leave. I will be. This is will be my last entry. Everyone here understands me. If anyone finds us, they might feel differently, but that can be fixed in time. It's so good not being hungry anymore. Well, it was an Ezo prospecting ship. And nothing.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
Nice looking machine. Bet it's a wreck.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
What about the Normandy? The Joker can swing by.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving, mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade. Repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
There's your answer.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Never a dull moment. Grab another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them all.
Got another cell here.
I'm just kind of screwing around because I punched him.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander, are you really serious about this plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
I want to take a look around first.
Come back when you're ready.
Wrong way. I think that's it.
You ready for a swim?
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez! Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operation. Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Let's just keep going down.
Can't see anything just yet. Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that? I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have reached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why.
You're indoctrinated.
Four cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful than they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then
race's experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No. You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
You will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our means. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch it. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all. I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Moving theories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first
And Shepard's pretty much a vegetable at this point.
Shepard's back. Cortez, talk to me.
Good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline. Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound.
Splash.
Shepard, wake up. He's freezing. You okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of us, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ed. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted to report on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I decided it was worth a second cocktail. So, it's better gaming. Cheers to you. I have a cat that's going out of its mind.
Commander?
Commander?
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits him.
They generally don't repeat themselves like that.
I've been thinking about what we learned, Shepard. The thing is, I don't really care what the Reapers are or where they're from. They're monsters that need to be put down. That's all I need to know. Hey there.
A pleasure to see you.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers. Perhaps we can talk later.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
Like you needed anything else to make the war feel a whole lot bigger.
Hello, Commander.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from. Commander.
So, no regrets over fighting the Reapers on a human ship?
Hey, the Normandy's design was part Turian, remember?
You know what I mean.
No, somebody has to keep you from giving all the Dextros a bad name.
That's right. I remember you chastising me on behalf of my species for losing our homeworld to the Geth.
I never said that.
Would you like me to send you an audio recording?
No, I hate listening to recordings of myself. My voice never comes out right. Listen, about what I said.
Forget it.
No, I was wrong. I was young and I was wrong about your people.
I guess losing Palavin put things in perspective.
Yeah, you could say that. How about you? You ever mind serving on an all-human ship?
Somebody has to stick around to keep you in line.
Commander.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem. I appreciate you checking in on me.
Anything, no. What I want is the next shotgun upgrade.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off. Hey.
Alright, it is... What time is it now? Yeah, let's do it.
What about the temple? Can you raise the scientists?
Negative. All channels are scrambled across the spectrum. The mission's looking really dicey.
This is too important. It's now or never.
Shepard, that's my home down there. I have to go.
Then get to the shuttle and let's do this.
Because Javik and Liara get along so swimmingly.
Liara, do you have anything more on this artifact?
These coordinates the counselor gave you are for the Temple of Athene. My mother took me there once. It's several thousand years old. And for some reason, it has classified government funding.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
What if we're too late? My people are dying down there.
Your empathy is a weakness. You must numb yourself to loss.
Venezia took you to this temple?
I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it.
What do you mean?
I went digging through her old files. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Whatever's going on, it's well hidden.
I've studied your mission reports. Your mother was indoctrinated.
Yes, we had to kill her.
Yet it did not stop you from fighting. As I said, steel yourself, and lives will be lost.
We can't ignore that people are dying. The Reapers may not have mercy, but we do.
It is their indifference that gives them power.
Then let's show them there's another way.
This can't be... happening? My home.
There's no time to mourn. We exposed the people. Yeah.
Let's get down.
Pick up some goodies first.
Commander, we heard... The barrier's been breached! Commander, we'll talk later! Get on that gun up there and do some damage! Somebody better get on that gun! Gunship prepped and in the air. Plug that hole! We're on it! Someone get me a location on our snipers. Yes, ma'am. Commander, I'm Lieutenant Curran. We've been told to expect you. My orders are to hold this grid at all costs. Shore up the barrier! But our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here.
This is important. We need your help.
Well, unless you can give me a good reason to stay, we're not dying for a field of rubble.
What exactly were you told about?
Nothing but your name. Mission details were classified, which just means we'll die without knowing why.
I know what that's like, but you have to trust the chain of command.
We're not even sure the chain still exists. So what are we doing here?
We're after a relic inside the temple. It's important.
That's what this is all about? One of our outposts has been trying to reach the scientists over there, but we lost contact. Get that gunship moving! Now! I'm sorry, Commander. If your relic has lasted this long, it can wait a little longer. I've lost enough people today. I'm pulling the rest of them out.
No! I sense you're the lineage of a leader. A warrior skilled and cunning. They are strong in your genes. But you've grown tired of it. You're exhausted by defeat, and now you worry you don't have the courage left to go on.
By the goddess. Are you...
Find your resolve. This war can end if you do.
We're building a Prothean superweapon. It'll win this war.
I believe it. This is Lieutenant Curran. Hold your positions. I want a path carved to the temple. Outpost Tychus, we've got people coming your way. Let's make sure the galaxy knows the war was won on Thessia. Make it count. I was here years ago. To see the city burning like this is...
It can be rebuilt. Just worry about the next 20 meters. What?
This has to end.
Drop straight when you're angry. It will keep you alive.
Remember that, because here they come. Staggered approach. Try to use cover. Push them back!
Thank you. One thermal clip, please.
On that building, we've got fire support.
Scattering, take cover! Watch the edges! Don't let them get around us!
What's the perimeter?
They just won't stop.
More of them ahead!
That door ahead looks like our way out. Out of this mess.
Another mutation is starting!
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
There's a ramp here, Shepard. Might be our way through. I still can't face those things. My own people.
When we fought the Reapers, They turned our own children against us.
I can't imagine that.
They assumed we would hesitate to kill them.
Did you?
What answer would you prefer?
None. Let's stop talking about this.
Traffic is always such a joy to bring on a mission.
My people stopped believing in devils. They changed their minds when the Reapers arrived.
I hate you to death. Snipers on the balcony.
They're sorry. Might be able to reach them.
The Reaper is moving on. One less we get to kill.
Do you know how long it took for me to find that one? Like years, and it wasn't until I saw another sort of content creator play the game. I was like, what?
This is Specialist Kayla. Specialist Geneva was just killed by enemy fire. No sign of him yet. Enemy forces have tripled in strength. I'm cut off from outpost Tychus. Wait, Shepard just arrived. Watch your head! How long did you hold out? Nothing is here, as long as it takes. Can you really win this war? We get to that temple and the Reapers will. Grab some gear over there if we need it, and let's do some damage. You hit one! Nice shot! Don't let up! You hit one! That's the last of them. Get moving, Commander.
Toward the Reaper. It's a way out of here.
You have an interesting concept of escape.
No choice.
A little too close to the exploding gas pod.
This nightmare never ends.
The hell it won't. We get to this artifact and we can all wake up.
50,000 years later.
Watch it!
We're trying to reach Outpost Tychus.
You're looking at it.
What about the rest of the squad?
They're all dead. We tried punching through to the scientists, but I'm all that's left.
What about reinforcements?
We had gunships flying support, but things got too hot with that Reaper. They can't chance it.
I know it's rough, but I don't see another way in without their help.
Have I told you how much I hate this war? Talon Swarm, this is Outpost Tychus. Is anybody left on this frequency? We are in need of immediate air support. Commander Shepard is here.
Copy, this is Talon 1. I'm on the way. Talon 5 inbound. Ground targets confirmed. Weapons are hot. Light 'em up. Talon 1, watch the jamming. Target acquired. I'm hit. The stabilizer blew out. This is Talon 5. Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it now.
Go, Commander! I'll cover you from here.
Commander Shepard, I've got your... Let's get you into that temple. Missiles are hot. Missiles away. Never thought I'd see a Prothean in action. So he knows what he's doing. Keep it up, Talon 5.
Oh, ouch. Well, that was a poor choice on my part.
Missiles away. Never thought I'd see a Prothean in action. Looks like he knows what he's doing. That's it for the missiles. Switching to the gun.
Next time we go to war, maybe the Alliance can spring for air support.
Move! Now's our chance!
Ah, there it is.
much sacrifice. We have to make it worth something.
Looks like we're in the clear. Let's get inside.
It appears the temple has been barricaded.
Let me take a look. It's military-grade encryption. I think I can override it.
Do religion and military always mix among Asari?
No, this is unusual. Especially since few still follow the Athame doctrine. Hello? Is anyone there?
Something is wrong. Your scientists should be here.
Take a look around. Maybe one of these artifacts is what we're looking for. Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. It's the goddess Athame's sword. Myths say she wielded it against the jealous gods who threatened our ancestors.
They were a race called the Oras. Thesia had vast resources. We protected you from them.
You protected? But then Athame...
There is more to your history than you know, Asari.
What's this?
The goddess Athame's shield. Legends say she used it to protect Thesia when the heavens grew angry. Our ancestors were probably misinterpreting a meteor shower.
It was an asteroid strike. We deflected it.
Are you actually suggesting that the Protheans intervened in our past?
It's more than a suggestion. I find it strange your scientists would abandon their own planet.
They wouldn't.
What about this one?
A page from one of our earliest religious texts, the Athame Codex. I doubt this is it. It describes Lucen, Athame's guide who taught our ancestors about the stars.
Your species was deemed to have potential. Pity you didn't live up to it.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. That's a sculpture of Lucen, one of Athame's servants who walked among my ancestors, bestowing knowledge.
And you don't see the resemblance? He was no servant of an imaginary goddess. He was Prothean.
Another page from the Codex. Not very useful. It talks about Athame's guide granting us the gift of biotics as a reward for worshipping her.
That gift involved years of genetic research.
This is almost too much to take. Doesn't look useful. That's Janeri, Athame's guide who brought enlightenment to Thesia long ago.
He was no servant of an imaginary goddess. He was Prothean.
What do you know about this?
A fragment from the Codex. It's not what we need. It describes how Athame's guide Janeri gave my people seeds. He taught them the seasons so they could grow crops.
We didn't want you to starve. I believe we are missing something.
What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Another one of your myths that somehow looks Prothean.
What you're implying, it's staggering.
We were here in the beginning, watching you grow. Athame was us.
I'm guessing these are the scientists.
It's the goddess Athame again.
You can still believe that, but it won't change the truth.
Again, in the face of the apocalypse, he is very cheerful.
Their throats.
What happened to them?
slit. The Reapers didn't do this. We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Who's that supposed to be?
It's a theme. Her image became more like ours over time.
You mean your ancestors tried to hide the truth?
I'm still not willing to believe any of that's real.
Then why does the thing speak Prothean?
What do you mean?
There is something here. I can sense it.
In this temple, I admit it is strange this place has been so well preserved. Though a theme does have great historical significance, we once believed our gods were separate from the world, looking down on us. There is a universal energy.
There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
But why hide it?
The answer is obvious. Power and influence. Your people are holding the knowledge of my race for their own gain.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
A beacon like this could explain why Asari are so advanced.
This temple is thousands of years old. Time enough to make serious progress.
That doesn't make it true.
You can't keep denying reality, Asari. Even a small amount of data will give your species an edge. Or are you insulting that your government didn't involve you?
The Mars ruins are where humanity got Mass Effect technology.
And we learned of it from the ruins of the Inusani, the race that came before us. It was our secret for centuries.
If the wrong people had gotten their hands on this, who knows what could have happened.
If it is true, I'd like to think my government was at least careful about it.
But maybe too careful. No one's left to tell us how this works.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
I do. The activation process has begun.
By the goddess. Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on Pharaohs years ago.
Or it could be the Prothean standing next to you.
No connection here.
The end of the war is near. Find what we need, finish the Crucible, and vengeance is complete.
I'd say that one counts.
Doesn't look like a connection.
Asaria, that isn't what we need.
There, another one.
It's still not complete. This isn't a connection. The activation is complete. We can access the beacon now.
We need to hurry. This place isn't going to... last very long.
Obtaining chronological marker. Hold. Timescale established. Post-Prothean cycle confirmed.
One of our computers.
Reaper presence detected. This galactic cycle has already reached its extinction terminus. Systems shutting down.
Hold on.
We need answers.
To what question?
The catalyst. We need to know what it is to finish the Crucible.
A memory of one of my people.
I am called Vendetta, an advanced virtual construct of Patrick Van, overseer of the project you refer to as Crucible. He died fighting the Reapers in the Battle of Tranvia 9. Your remaining time is also at an end.
We're all Protheans so grim.
What happened to the Crucible in your time? Why didn't the Protheans deploy it?
We were sabotaged from within. A splinter group argued we should dominate the Reapers rather than destroy them. It fractured our order of battle. Later, we discovered the Separatists were indoctrinated.
I always suspected as much.
And now we're facing the same problem.
Our studies of past ages led us to believe that time is cyclical. Many patterns repeat.
Like the Reaper attacks.
And beyond, the same peaks of evolution, the same valleys of dissolution. The same conflicts are expressed in every cycle, but in a different manner. The repetition is too prevalent to be merely chance.
We assumed the Reapers were responsible for the pattern.
Perhaps, though I believe the Reapers are only servants of the pattern. They are not its master.
So who is the master?
Unknown. Its presence is inferred rather than observed. The only certainty is its intention. Galactic annihilation. You now stand at that precipice.
There's still hope for this cycle. We need to know what the catalyst is. Trillions of lives are at risk.
Trillions of lives are always at risk. But if the Reapers have arrived to end your cycle, this discussion is too late.
We can break the cycle. We found your plans for the Crucible. We're building it right now.
The Crucible is not a Prothean design. It is the work of countless galactic cycles stretching back millions of years. Each cycle adds to it. Each improves upon it. Thus far, none have successfully defeated the Reapers with it.
Then we'll be the first. Tell us what the catalyst is.
Listen to the human. He can be trusted.
I detect you are one of us. You are Prothean.
The last. I am the final hope to avenge our people.
Your mission was known to me. Do you believe this present cycle can deliver retribution?
They have earned the right to try.
Tell us what we need to know.
Very well. If you have followed the plans for the Crucible, I will interface with your systems and assist with the catalyst too. Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
You killed the scientists. What do you want?
Your attention. Someone would like to talk with you.
Shepard.
How did you find this place?
The archives. Or did your shadow broker miss that one?
Show yourself. I promise I won't miss.
Stick to your talents, Dr. Dasani. You've helped uncover the key to subjugating the Reapers.
Or destroying them.
Damn it, Shepard. Destroying the Reapers gains us nothing.
How about peace?
They're just trying to control us. Think about it. If they wanted all organic life destroyed, they could do it. There would be nothing left.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know them, Shepard. I know how they think.
I think you've gotten a little too close to the enemy.
No. I'm saying they've got it right. Why kill when you can control?
You've been spending too much time with the enemy. They're dragging you over to their side. Their way of thinking.
No. I just see things differently.
If you truly care about humanity, you'll stop fighting me. You'll join me.
Don't ever question my intentions. I've sacrificed more for humanity than you'll ever know. And don't assume you know me. My methods for dealing with the Reapers are simply more refined than yours.
You've forgotten everything you stood for. Cerberus was supposed to be humanity's sword, not a dagger in our back.
Poetic, but as usual, you missed the point. The world is more gray than you care to admit.
With the Prothean data in this beacon, I can end this conflict, once and for all. You're either with me or against me. There's nothing gray about that.
No, I suppose there isn't. Lang, the commander has something I need. Please relieve him of it. And then bring me the data.
Understood.
I've been hit! Cover me while I recharge!
Commander, the gun!
Get to cover! I've got this! I need to recharge! Cover me!
The gunship's taking up position!
Cerberus thanks you for all your hard work.
Shepard! Hang on!
This is Shepard. Give us your location.
I repeat, is anyone on this frequency?
We read you. Give me your location.
The lieutenant's down. Our whole zone is collapsing. What happened to Shepard? Did they make it to the temple? I saw them. Wait, I've got a Reaper inbound. Please, is anybody there? Wait, guys,
Commander?
Counselor. The mission.
we've lost contact with the It's gone dark.
How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy?
Counselor. I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
What happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say. What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make, continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. I'm sorry.
Asari forces are in full retreat. It is no longer safe for us to remain in this system.
Get us out of here.
Shepard. Nobody could have predicted Cerberus would reach Thessia before us.
It's my job to be prepared, no matter what. And now Thessia's lost, as is the data on the catalyst. I'm sick of Cerberus beating us to the punch.
Let's kick them in the balls first for a change.
I'm with James. Anyone know where they're hiding? Anyone?
Well, there is something.
Let's hear it, Trainer.
I was able to track Kai Leng's shuttle through the relay and extrapolate his destination. But the signal disappeared in the Yera system.
Naturally.
It's not just gone, though. The signal is being actively blocked.
How?
I'm not sure, but something is interfering with all signal activity in that region of space.
Commander, the Lara system is home to Sanctuary and little else. Sanctuary is a supposed safe haven for war refugees.
You think it's worth checking out, Trainer?
Yes, sir, I do.
If Specialist Trainer hadn't examined the data so astutely, the interference would have been undetectable.
Nice work, Trainer. You've given us a shot. Now let's make sure we don't waste it.
I was stationed on Horizon in the Yara system. You were the only Cerberus presence while I was there.
It's a slim lead. Let's hope it's the right one.
I don't care how slim the leads are at this point. We've come too far to let Cerberus stop us. I want that Prothean data. I want the catalyst. No excuses. Dismissed.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
And with that, you're going to call it there for the night. Sort of a natural break off there. So thank you for joining me tonight. Very interesting cocktail. I think I will end up making this again. I don't know if I would order it out. In part because I think not everyone carries that, like, there are as I'm discovering, there are fantastic cocktails out there. Unless you are some high-end bar that is renowned for its cocktails, it's not going to have a lot of the ingredients that I've been running across. Even I, that like looks up a drink and then I'll go out and buy the ingredients. Like in the near future, I need to buy Demerara rum and a golden rum to go with my dark rum and my white rum and my. It setting me back some money, but for like a bar, it's like real estate and money. Like it's ridiculous. And if it doesn't move, it doesn't move, and then that's a loss of something else that you could potentially have there that makes you more money. I do like it though. It is, if you want to make it, I recommend it. Again, I don't know if it's the same cocktail that I got, or not. I didn't get, but my wife would get at the club. I suspect not. Flavor profile seems wrong for her. It's probably something a little different. I also seem to remember it being vaguely purple. But, yeah. So thank you for joining me. I will be posting the picture and the ingredients on YouTube and in Blue Sky. So you can check out those links down below and you can take a look. Maybe make one yourself. Maybe. If you did enjoy a cocktail tonight, please, or any beverage, adult beverage, please enjoy it responsibly. Definitely want to see you back here again. Thank you for joining me tonight. Again, my name is Mike. I'm your full spastic alchemist. This is I Drink and I Play Things. And until next time, to better gaming, cheers to you. Have a good night.